Also on this note, if we being, two women, able to pull off something like this, it is entirely, I mean, of course, Nagi's, his vision, his absolute hard work, but also actors like you all who are extremely understanding and, who understand the beauty of cinema and willing to give whatever it takes for cinema, and someone like Prabhas, who's not even questioning if it's just these two girls can pull it off or no, so it's thanks to you all for
it's not thanks to me. I think when Nagi came to talk to me about this, he just brought a picture, a visual
concept
of what my character is going to look like and what Prabhas is going to look like. And I was this huge guy who's shoving off the Prabhas. And all the fans of Prabhas, please excuse me, I'm haath jod ke maafi maang rahe hain. Don't massacre me after you see what I do to him in the film.
They're all your fans.
That was what was so impressive. I said, he's already got a vision in mind, and he's got a picture of what he's going to look like. Very rarely do you see.
But see, I've seen photo shoots or what do you call
storyboard.
Storyboard.
Yeah, which
So,
there on my time.
but I always suspect that because that's an ambition. What happens really? But when I ask that question, all that is fine. It's on paper. But how are you going to bring it?
to
said we had, and they showed me your footage. So I kept quiet. I just became part of the project because usually people come with big diagrams and the films don't even get made. So my question was that. Then I straight away went into what am I going to look like?
Yeah.
So I told you the story.
Yeah, we just heard the story.
I came up with the third eye and he said, it's done.
Yeah. It was the first trial for me. I don't know how the trial went for you. The makeup trial and the prosthetics and everything. And I was saying, oh God, another prosthetic film because I'd already done two before this, and they're very painful.
Yeah.
But the 3 hours that it used to take to put on the prosthetic, and then another hour and a half, 2 hours to take it off, it was all worth it. And now when we talk to people outside who don't know that, all of us that use prosthetics, it takes about 3 hours to put it on. And you have to just
and
be...
then taking it off.
Yeah, not move, don't do anything, cooperate with the makeup artist. It's not a torture really, but a lot of people think it must be torturous.
It is a
Requires a
torture,
lot of
we know.
Once you know that what the final result is going to be...
It is a torture if the movie is not good enough.
Yeah, I agree.
But the movie is good enough,
It's all worth
it's not, because you're already imagining the applause.
No, what I was saying, Kamal, was that the day I put on my makeup for the first day and went on to the set, I knew that this was worth it. The moment you sit on a scene, you see the set, you see what's happening, it's just, I knew it was all worth it.
I think I remember we were doing puja and you finished your makeup and we were doing, I think we were just doing something and you just walked in like that with the whole thing. You were there and we were like,
Pin drop, silent, stunned.
just
Stunned, yeah.
too good, sir.
But that's all credit to the people who dress you up and make you up.
No,
There's
everything,
no
I mean.
credit to the
And
artists
imagine
who do
all that has happened before. You walking into the set and now I have to come in. Oh, boy, what am I going to do?
No,
But I got a call when you walked on to set. I remember Nagi calling me and just that first day of shoot with you, and Nagi called me and said, I just had to call and tell you that we shot our first day with Kamal sir. And I was like, I
He
missed
never
it.
told
but-
me.
He called me. I was in
happy to hear
Bombay and it was a long break because obviously we were shooting in different schedules and I hadn't heard from him in a while, and I see this missed call from Nagi. I was like, what has happened? I just called to tell you we shot our first day with Kamal sir. Like a child.
That's what made this film.
Yeah.
That
child.
child.
yeah.
We hope this child will also make it one day.
So you were
Prabhas,
like,
you've always been very quiet and simple and don't give many reactions on set. But but somebody of your stature who is now presently, I've always wondered how you feel or how you felt when Nagi came and said this to you.
When Nagi said first time.
Because when I first met him
couldn't-
and we met on set and all that, we went through this whole procedure of who's going to touch whose feet. So he came and said, so I'm just touching your feet. And so then I said, okay, let's stop it here. You know, this whole business. And then in a very quiet, private moment, he said, sir, be prepared to break a few bones and this and that. I've been, this guy has made me break bones here, there, and I've been jumping here and there in Bahubali and so on and so forth. So I was wondering, how is it going to happen? But you know, that's the detailing that I was talking about, you know, your father. He's so simple, so down to earth. You can't believe he's there on set every
Yes.
day.
He's the first person.
And he's actually monitoring what the artist is being
Yeah.
asked to do. Hey, don't put this, don't make him do this because that's tough for him. But the way Nagi programmed everything, you know, he said, sir, don't worry, we'll just use close-ups and we've got, you know, dupes and we've got harnesses.
And
this
it is not about the number of cameras or number of crew.
Exactly, yeah.
It's the quietness of the set which I enjoyed most. I must.
I remember the message.
Because that's lacking in most sets.
Yeah.
The noise should be inside and in the theaters, not in the set. So everybody is talking in discipline, which I found that Mr. Nagi could speak in his volume and still be heard. He mumbles, but he's still heard in the set because that's how quiet the set is.